All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Perez?
Here.
Mr. Passio is absent. Ms. Kelly? Here. Mr. Borough?
Here.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Here.
Mr. Shapiro?
Here.
Mr. Murray?
Here.
Mr. Long?
Here.
Mr. Gasor?
Here.
And Ms. Straley?
Okay, public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act is given by the clerk in the following manner. One, posted on the bulletin board of the Borough Clerk's office on January 5th, 2024, and two, emailed to the retrospective courier posted on January 5th, 2024. First thing we have is approval of minutes. A motion is ordered for the approval of the minutes of the December 25th and January 4th meetings submitted by the clerk as each member has received copies. Would someone like to make a motion? Patty's not here today. She was leaving.
I cannot because I wasn't here for him.
I wasn't here either. I'll make a motion.
I'll make a motion to second that.
Motion by Mr. Shapiro, second by Ms. Passio. Roll call, or all in favor?
Aye.
That's good. All right, minutes are approved. Public hearing, ordinance 2401 is ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and establish a cap bank. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak on this ordinance, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Farrell. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, public portion is closed. Would someone like to make a motion to
Motion
adopt?
to adopt on second and final reading and advertise according to law.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Shapiro, second by Mr. Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Shapiro. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Here.
No.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
And Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes and absent.
All right, that ordinance is adopted. All right, so we have committee reports. Finance, Mr. Murray.
Right on the hot seat here. So, I just have a couple more things to report since the caucus meeting. I guess the construction fee ordinance is going to be closed tonight. I just wanted to thank everybody that worked hard on it. Diane's here in the construction office, Beth Shelley, and Mr. Long. I know everybody put some good effort into it, and everybody here appreciates that. And then the only other thing I have is this weekend I'm attending a newly elected officials 6-hour course, so I'll keep you posted as to how that goes. That's in, I think, like Cherry Hill area, so it won't be too
Like paint drying.
Yeah.
I don't see that ordinance on here, but let's walk it on.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna walk it on.
Okay.
So it's be ordinance 24-02?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I saw the emails and I apologize. Beth is on top of this. She started doing this agenda last week. So I'm continuing.
That's all I have.
Okay, so we'll do the fee ordinance tonight. All right, public safety, Ms. Kelly.
Thank you, Mayor. Okay, we had property maintenance report of Bucktown. He had 26 complaints in January. He had 30 re-inspections, 37 CO inspections, 8 re-inspections, and he issued 6 court summonses. So he was really busy this month. And our fire division. Okay, we had 114 EMS incidents, some of which were covered by mutual aid, and that was 16 times that mutual aid stepped in on that. And thank you, where's Barry?
She had to leave.
Oh.
She had to take her daughter to study.
I just wanted to say thank you for her service. Okay, the fire marshal collected $1,686 in fees. He made 52 inspections. There were no fire lane violations or fire investigations. Okay. And we'll move on to the police department. 948 calls for service. That's a really busy month. Traffic summonses, 279. Motor vehicle crashes, 20. 54 arrests. Hours of overtime, 6. And when you consider that there was 948 calls for service and only 6 hours of overtime, I have to commend you, Chief. Thank you so much.
Good officer.
Very diligent to get your people out there.
Thank you.
And,
You don't know why. The chief, whenever anybody is absent, he'll run and help out. He was even with the, whenever, no matter what it is, he was at the high school for a while. How many chief of police are the school resource officers?
None.
None. None.
Oh, one.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome.
and that's my report.
Okay, thank you. The only thing I wanted to mention is, what Kate did ask us, Friday is that meeting with the
Yeah,
EMS.
is it
at
still
10
at 10 o'clock?
It's still up in the air, because the members don't want to do an in-person meeting for whatever reason, and I want to have an in-person meeting, so we're still trying to work something out.
Okay.
But put it on your calendar, I know you have it on your.
Yeah, I have it on my calendar. I do have a Zoom meeting that morning also.
Okay, well,
So-
hopefully maybe you will be home as
Well,
well.
I'm on the Sierra Club and
Oh.
I have to go to the Pineland Commission's, their Zoom meeting every month.
Nice.
So.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll have it at 10.
That's what I have going on.
Okay, Ms. Passier's not here. I don't believe we have any public events coming up in the next month or so, so we should be okay. Engineering.
Thank you, Mayor. I wasn't here for the last meeting. I talked to Mark and he said he's just going to go with his caucus report.
Okay, we have there's 3 resolutions on tonight for the road projects. Okay. All right, thank you. Public Works, Mr. Longstein?
Not a lot. The snowstorm happened naturally, and Public Works did a nice job with that. Some of the roads got torn up from the plows. They've been out potholing a lot, looking at redoing some major patching on the streets, some other days. It's tough with the cold and the rain. They want to wait till then. I was talking with Mr. Wozon today. He's going to be looking maybe for a new pickup truck or two. Got some issues with some of the trucks. They're really starting to break down. So he's going to be talking to our favorite CFO. His staffing's doing pretty well. He has maybe one person that he wants to bring on full-time. Working toward the CDL. He's hired 2 new people. They seem to be doing well. Sometimes a revolving door with the 6-monthers, but, Public Works seems to be going along. I know he's working with Bach Associates on the berm down there for the flooding. That's moving along. And the left-hand side of Public Works are gonna have to extend into the woods to move the stuff that's coming from the right-hand side of Public Works is where the berm is gonna be. So they have to do some shifting down there. And the rest is progress.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just a minute to ask him a question about the bus, the senior bus? What's going on with that?
I believe it's been running. I was at Acme twice this week. I saw it 2 times.
It does run, but there are occasions when that our bus driver's not there, and there was comments on trying to get a second bus driver when that bus driver's not available. And I think we were looking into trying to find someone. There was talk that we weren't paying enough, so of course what I said is, well, find someone first, then we'll see what they want to get paid. But there's not even people who want to drive the bus. That's the real issue. It takes a certain person. I mean, we were very lucky to have Lardy and Nick who does it. They're personable, where a lot of people don't want to drive the bus.
I've just had a lot of complaints.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yeah.
Okay. Parks and Rec.
Don't rely mostly on caucus. The only difference is that soccer for the RYA opened up registrations last week on our website. So everything, other than that, everything's looking good.
Yeah, and I think the only other thing did we get the PO for the fence? Did that get resolved to move the fence? Yeah, so we are moving the fence for that.
They took down,
American Discount Fence, got a quote, Harry put it through the system, and I think Paisani, Chris is taking care of it.
I know they took down a pole.
They took the pole down themselves, and they did a good job, because Public Works was gonna probably tear it up with all the rain, so.
One quick thing, I was talking with Harry Day about the pickleball courts down there, and he's looking with the same company that did the gym floor. They can, he's gonna get them out, and he thinks they can redo the pickleball courts without tearing up the base and just going over the pickleball courts with that same surface that is in the gymnasium. and it'll work outside too.
There's foam pads or something like that.
And the price, we looking at that 77,000 for the recreation grant. Harry thinks the price will be quite a bit under that. But we're not sure, but he's gonna get the man out there, the company out there to look at it. It'll raise the pickleball courts up about half an inch, so we won't have to move the netting, we won't have to move posts, anything like that. Won't have to redo fencing, the cost will come down quite a bit. To look at the fencing over by the basketball courts, that was like $40,000 just for fencing going around to move the pickleball courts over to the other side. So it would have been quite pricey. But you can talk with Harry more about that. Richie, send him an email or give him a buzz and he'll have more information on that.
But our application for this year is to redo the pickleball court, so we'll have our applications in. So hopefully, yeah, whatever we can get.
That sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else, Rich?
No.
Okay, solicitor's report?
Yes, I just want to echo Councilman Murray's comments about the construction fee ordinance. I did prepare a summary if anybody wanted to see it. It is on first reading tonight, but it is some much needed updates. We're glad to finally get that one on the agenda.
They're very tiny amounts,
They are.
but they're very reasonable.
Yes.
I thought it was great. So I just want to congratulate you because it was extensive.
Credit to Mike, it was great, and it's just going through it and just seeing, it's updates. It's nothing crazy.
No,
It's just
nothing
to
very
keep
reasonable.
it modern. So
That makes a difference.
with that, I'll rely on my non-report from home.
Okay, thank you. Engineer, anything?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Like Bob said, I'm going to rely mostly on caucus. There are 4 resolutions tonight that affect engineering. 3 are authorizing our design.
Okay.
It's a project, and the 4th is the local recreation.
Oh, the recreation
For
grant.
the pickleball courts.
All right, that's on here?
Yes.
All right,
And
great.
the last thing is CCI, they just announced that CDBG applications are due on March 4th. So I don't know if we want to continue with 4th, 5th, and 6th. We talk about it, we can talk about it in engineering meeting and talk about it at caucus.
The only thing I'll
That's the
say
rest
is,
of Forest Avenue.
I believe that's getting repaved with South Jersey Gas.
remember, that's why we didn't do it, because they're doing all that work.
And it has to be in the right track. I don't think Forest
You don't know when that's going to get done.
Shortly, they submitted a paving plan, so they're looking to do it. As soon as
Okay.
temperatures allow, from my understanding.
We'll take the-
So we just have to think
take
about
the
what
bump
CDBG
away.
Yeah.
So the only thing I'll say about CDBG, well, so, yeah, South Jersey Gas, I think we discussed that a while ago, they were gonna be doing forest, we just have to wait for them. But CDBG would be a great funding source for, we gotta get together and think about some of these bigger projects. And while I appreciate continuing to do roads, do we try to do the bathrooms at the Harry Williams buildings and that major project? I mean, whenever I've talked to them about that kind of a project, that's what they want to do, things that help
Do we have a
seniors.
design?
We do.
We have a preliminary design,
It's not drawings.
but Harry also, we had a little meeting with DPW. He said there was talk about trying to get a second gym or some type of all-purpose room added to that. Is that
I've not heard that. Who said that?
I have not heard that.
They should be whipped.
okay?
Who said that?
I don't know.
Where does he come up with this stuff?
I thought he said, you're right.
An all-purpose room? We can have a wrestling room?
A secondary.
Not a bad idea.
A second.
We built the field house, and we should insulate the field house. So, that's probably okay, so you're agreeing with that, the gas bill?
The utility bills are high for that.
Yeah, that's something, and now, the ROI was supposed to get us some numbers on insulating it, because they were trying to have practice, but whenever it gets too cold, the heat can't even keep up
I'll
with
be
it.
honest with you, me being a sports guy, that's a constant complaint that I've heard come across me, is that it's too cold.
Yeah, because there's no insulation. When we built the building, I don't think anybody thought they would be hitting all winter. You're supposed to play basketball or wrestle, especially
I
wrestling.
do, but, most sports nowadays are all year long.
Yeah, all year round,
All year
yeah.
long.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about CDBG, and maybe we could talk to Rob about if we could, because the only thing I'm thinking is that if we could postpone a year and maybe get a double year. What do you think of that?
Well, it is competitive, and we've been lucky to get the last 2 years, so
We were lucky to get the last 2 years.
because your engineer did a good job with the grant.
You did an excellent job.
Excellent job.
Brag a little, brag a little.
Yeah, that Steve is pretty good, you know.
Thank you, Steve, to return a phone call.
So, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, talk, because I think we need to have a little bit long-term, a little more long-term planning. That's not a lot of
So
time.
we need, so at the next August meeting, we'll have a resolution.
Maybe we can talk to Rob and see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Why do you think we've been winning so much? The other towns aren't applying? So that's one thing I noticed. If you guys remember, when we did the elevator, it was because other towns weren't using their money. And the money went back. And then we were able to,
Plus, that was shovel-ready, too.
it was shovel ready. We had our drawings, we had,
And just like we're having now with the bathrooms.
yeah.
Yeah, that came from Aaron.
Yeah, but it was, but that's when she was with the CDBG though. But the money came from the fact that no one was using their money. That was the issue.
Mayor, I would
How did we win 2 years in a row? It's like weird. Usually, you know how they do with the police things, they alternate.
They do alternate, but Runnemede has a good history of using their CDBG funding. Some towns get it. and
They just take too long.
So we're.
Okay, we'll talk. We
it's,
don't have much time, so I would have a backup plan. Do the roads as a backup plan, but maybe we start to talk about some of these larger projects that we talked about. I mean, the insulation should just be capital, but like to build the new bathrooms, I think that's a substantial,
It has to be an ADA project if you're going to do that.
and it would be. And that's what Rob said, and who Rob is, he's now the head of CDBG. He was happy about a project like that. They're getting tired of everybody doing roads and handicap ramps.
Mayor, I would say it was two things. It's aggressive pursuit and smart management of and allocation of the funds.
Pat everybody on the back. Anything else?
That's all I have unless anybody has any questions.
No, all good. Okay, we're gonna go right to the proclamation this evening. We're gonna do that first. What's that? Oh, did you have anything, Chief?
Yeah, can I say a couple things?
Sure.
Quiet.
I'm sorry, well, you weren't on my agenda, so
Thanks.
let's get right over you and Shelley.
I just want to just say that the couple things I wanted to, is we got our second new car from the allotment, Shelley, thank you, landed in the lot the other day. I expect 2 more hybrids in the summer. Johnny Angelucci will be starting the basic police academy class on Monday, February 12th, so he'll be locked down.
Good
for
to
about
hear,
5
good to
6
hear.
months. Yes, thank you very much for your support. And 2023 was a very, very, and I'm going on 29 years, probably one of the most great year I had in the police department. I want to thank you guys. The buzz in the police department is like it's never been in 29 years. We got that contract taken care of, everybody's happy, and I'm very thankful for where I'm at and to be working with you guys, Shelley, Beth, Joyce, everybody up here. And I'm thankful to be the leader of these guys in this police department. They put it out every single day. And what you guys did just took everything to another level. So I'm thankful for you guys. I have a lot more that I want to accomplish before I walk out the door. So I just wanted to, I never really got to properly thank everybody for turning the page into 24. So this is my thank you, guys. Let's continue to keep running this family strong. I got a lot of more things I want to get done, and I plan on getting it done before I walk out the door. And I can't do any of it without your guys' support, and I thank you.
Thank you.
Quick question. Lantiers down on Davis Road, they don't have flag men. They're guys that are running these signs. Is that normal?
It can be. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think some of the other departments will hold one, and our guys will hold, yeah, they do that at times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Lantiers was being.
Nah. Trust me, if there was a problem, it would come to my desk.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Anything, Shelley?
Actually, I do have 2 quick.
Get the microphone. Get the microphone. Come on, make sure it's turned on.
It's okay, I'll be quick. Our net debt for 2023 is 1.2%. Our ADS has been.
Send a text to John.
I will do that. I know he liked that number.
He reported our debt.
And we did receive our first tax payment for our dispensary.
Oh, yeah, how was it?
For the 4th quarter of 2023. They weren't open for very long.
It's $200?
It's just shy of 1,000.
Oh, was it that? How much?
Wow.
Wow. How much? So everyone knows that's 2%, so do the math backwards. So that's pretty good. I'm really surprised.
I know you'd like to see the report that they submitted, but just let me know.
Well,
That's great.
I'm a little dumb. What's the 1.2? What are you talking about there?
Every year we file our annual debt statement, and it's basically narrowed down to a percentage, our debt based on our assessed valuations in the borough.
Okay.
We're only allowed to go up to 3.5%, and you never want to go that high.
Unless you have to.
You never want to go that high.
Unless you have to.
Yes.
You never want to go anywhere near that percentage.
Unless you have to.
Unless you have to.
So 1.2 is very
So
good.
we are in excellent, yes, we are in excellent shape.
So with that, okay, I'm glad you brought up, so when we're talking about engineering projects, I believe that, you know, we've been talking a lot about investing for our 100-year anniversary. And so we have the ability to borrow money to invest in our community, but it affects taxes. Because every dollar we borrow, we have to pay it back. And so that payment has to be built into our, so even though we have the ability to borrow another 2.3% of our assessed values, you have to be able to pay for it.
You know, CFO, if that remembers.
Though if I recall, a debt is actually outside of cap though, isn't it? Debt payments are outside of cap. She don't want to tell me.
It is
She
out-
forgets that I went to that class too.
It is outside of cap, but it
All right, yeah, it's the
is
exciting
still
stuff.
part of your tax rate.
So your CFO's job is to not let the mayor spend any money.
What,
She thinks I don't remember.
No, just make sure you spend money wisely.
so when DR goes in, DR Horton, what will that, how much tax revenue will that bring in about? Do we know? Or?
So each house will be assessed, so just say on average they assessed at $250,000, which might be a low number. Times, quick math, 100 of them, you know, that's $25 million. And then $25 million times our tax rate, you know, it's probably gonna bring in about $150,000 to the borough. Now, the school will get $300,000, the local school will get $150,000, and the county will get money. We only get a portion of that. Where the La Quinta deal and the warehouse, we get 95% of that revenue. And we get all the marijuana, we get the 2%. That's all we got.
Cottonmouth looks like they're very close too. Their signs are lit.
What's that?
Cottonmouth, their signs are lit now.
Yeah, he's getting close too, so, but I think the competition is gonna be very interesting how that all plays out. But, now, what you're saying also is, so the borough right now is worth $550 million, I think is our total assessed value. About 550, 525? She doesn't, but if you look at it in the front of our, on the debt statement and also in the front of our audit, it adds up all of our taxes. And so to give you perspective, Cherry Hill is like 6 billion. So, you know, it gives you, you know, a perspective. But remember, they're 10 times the sign realize things like that. So it's just a percentage. So to give you an example, everyone in the audience, who did 3.5% was when West Deptford built Riverwinds. They borrowed up to the 3.5% to do that big project. They had a lot of issues, the mayor got voted out. But now, so many years later, I think it was a good investment. I think it does well, but that's the example of borrowing 3.5%.
Well, I like that 3.5. No, I was kidding. So.
But John always reported it. All right, let's keep going, because we were supposed to get done early tonight. Because I'm tired, I'm sorry. Office of the Mayor proclamation. So we have, first thing we have is a proclamation.
Black History.
Black History. There's no title on there. Here it is. Whereas each year Black History Month is observed in February, and whereas the origins of Black History Month date back to 1915, when Dr. Carter G. Woodson founded the organization known today as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. And whereas observing Black History Month provides opportunities to gain deeper understanding of African American history and acknowledge the centuries of struggles for equity, equality, and freedom. Whereas Black History Month also celebrates the achievements and contributions that African Americans have made in shaping our country, society, and communities. Whereas every year the Association for the Study of African American Life and History sets a theme for Black History Month, and the theme for 2024 is African Americans and the Arts. This explores how the fields of visual and performing arts, literature, fashion, folklore, language, film, music, architecture, culinary, and other forms of cultural expression. The African American influence has been paramount since the nation's earliest days. And whereas to participate in observing Black History Month, those interested can visit www.asalh.org to learn more about the origins of the month, this year's theme, and African American history. Now, therefore, I, Nick Kapadas, Mayor of the Borough of Runnemede, New Jersey, do hereby proclaim February 2024 as Black History Month, and encourage everyone to observe this month by acknowledging the history and challenges faced by African Americans and paying tribute to this community for its strength, perseverance, character, and contributions, all of which enrich our lives. Thank you.
It's a beautiful proclamation.
Well read, Mayor, well read.
Well written.
Okay, first thing we have is 3 used car lot licenses. Applications have been received from Belmar Collision, Schmidt Family Auto, and Toyota. Paperwork is in order, and request approval to issue the licenses. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Ms. Lobenstein, second by Ms. Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the license shall be issued. Resolution 2428 is a resolution approving participation in the Safe and Secure program. This is for the 2 officers. Someone like to make a motion?
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 2429 is a resolution authorizing refund of Wawa escrow. This is the money left over from their planning board application for $1,265.50. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Shapiro, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
That resolution is adopted. Resolution 2430 is a resolution authorizing release of Toyota Performance Guarantee. Wow, this must go back a while. Oh, no, this is the new building. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
The resolution is adopted. Resolution 2431 is a resolution for shared service agreement for CPWM with the Borough of Magnolia. This is the Harry agreement for 10 hours a week.
Less.
No.
Oh,
30 a month or something like that. 30 a month.
Down from 40.
It's down from
down
40.
from 40 to 30.
Yep. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Shapiro. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 2432 is a resolution authorizing the borough engineer to proceed with the survey, design, and bid documents for the reconstruction of Williams Avenue, Sharrington Lane, and Mitchell Avenue, option 2. Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
And on that note, we did receive $238,000 for that work. Resolution 2433 is a resolution authorizing the borough engineer to proceed with the survey, bid design, and bid documents for fiscal year 2023 local recreation improvement grant for the Runnemede Youth Athletic Association baseball field. Is that correct?
Well,
Oh, this is
This is for the
the,
drainage.
this is the drainage improvements. Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Go ahead, Ms. Kelly.
I'll second that.
Motion by Mr. Shapiro, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 2434 is a resolution authorizing the borough engineer to proceed with the survey, design, and bid documents for reconstruction of 2nd and 4th Avenues. Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro?
Yes.
Mr. Murray?
Yes.
5 ayes, one absent.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 2435 is a resolution extending the 2024 temporary budget of the Borough of Runnemede. This extends it to the budget adoption. Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Murray, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Usually that's what it should be. The department head should do that motion. It doesn't matter, but it's tradition. So, Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Oh, okay, yes.
Mr. Shapiro. Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
The resolution is done. Well, it also means that the department head has reviewed it and knows what's going on, right? At least that's what's supposed to happen. Resolution 2437 is an appointment resolution for the Sustainable Assistant Chairperson. This is appointing Patty Adair to the Sustainable Assistant Chairperson. And would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Ms. You're not on the green team, Mr. Earl.
I can still second.
Motion by Mrs. Kelly, second by Mr. Laudenstein. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
All right, that resolution is adopted. Resolution 2438 is a resolution authorizing application for fiscal year 2024 local recreation grant, improvement grant for the reconstruction of tennis and pickleball courts at David L. Vanella Memorial Park. Just on a note, when we changed the name from, well, it was called Beaver Break, we supplemented the name to David Vanella. I actually was able to go on Google Maps and change the name.
You did.
I did.
That's how they do it?
It was me. It's done
One time and it was gone, then you went.
because I had, the standing to do it. And well, they accept it because they make sure, that you know what you're talking about. We had over 400,000 people review that pictures and Google searching.
Wow.
Because they sent me an email the other day, I'll forward it to everybody, where they said that we had 400,000 people look at it. Yeah. All right, would someone like to make a motion?
I'll second it.
Motion by Mr. Shapiro, second by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
And that grant is maximum $100,000, right? We have a few walk-on that are not on your agenda, but this is what happens. We have 2439 is, we did find out that we did need to formally appoint the creative team members for the resolution for your application. So Beth will give you a copy of this so that you'll get points for creating a creative team. Now, it doesn't, you still have to do your bylaws and all that other stuff, but this at least doesn't. So I'm not going to read all the members because they're already on the green team. Would someone like to make a motion to establish the, or to
I'll make
confirm
that
the names?
motion.
Motion by Ms. Kelly,
Second.
second by Mr. Wallenstein. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
And that one's adopted. We have one more resolution and an ordinance. We're gonna do a resolution. Everyone should receive a letter of retirement from Ms. Pinto.
Yes.
I'd like to formally accept her retirement letter. So that would be Resolution 2440, resolution accepting the retirement of Ms. Pinto on March 31st, 2024. I'll read it to everyone. It is with mixed feelings that I hereby announce my retirement as of March 31st, 2024. I've enjoyed working with everyone and will surely miss the day-to-day. I love my work, but it's time for a new chapter in my life. That's it? Okay, that's it. Would someone like to make a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make the motion and accept her resignation or tendered resignation with regret.
Same, I'll second that. I'll Miss Joyce.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Roll call.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
Could have been well, there's no money there, so it could have been.
No, you heard employment one.
Employment to it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we got ordinance 24-02. This is the changes as requested by the construction department, the Borough of Runnemede construction fee ordinance, changes as outlined. I just want to do first reading and advertise it according to law. So would someone like to make a motion to approve this for first reading and advertise it according to law for a public hearing to be held at, I don't know the date, but you can say the next council meeting.
I'll make that motion.
All right.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Murray. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
Five ayes, one absent.
What ordinance number is that?
Yeah, 02. So we'll do final reading in 30 days. Okay? think that takes care of everything. Now we have payment of bills. Would someone like to make a motion to pay the monthly bills?
I'll make the motion to pay the monthly bill.
Okay, Mr. Farrell, was there be a second?
I'll second.
Wait, second by Mr. Murray. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mr. Lowenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Well, are we doing that, we're going to do that resolution this evening? We can still do it. There wasn't a resolution either. I thought we approved it the other night and do the signs.
I just wanted to make a resolution.
Yeah, we can-
I forwarded it to you.
Yeah, we can do the resolution tonight. There's no objections to it.
Well, did you review it?
I did not, but I have no problem with it.
Mr. Long, did you have any problems with
I
my?
did not.
Does anybody have any,
Fred, did
My,
you?
as you and I,
that they would need signs,
they
and then they
need
would be
signs,
subject to,
and also
they have
that
to let us know.
in that, you have on there the first day of June, but the first week of June is fine by me if they mow then. If this is not no mow summer, it is no mow May. So I'm not wholeheartedly for it, because I think gardens, flowers, plants can do it, and you can still have a nice looking yard, but, if you want to do it, that's fine, but the no mow May ends in May. It doesn't be no mow summer. And as long as people mow the first week in June, I'm fine.
All right, so this would be a
This is
resolution.
all voluntary.
Yes, it is. But, some people,
I think you're saying it needs to be understood.
it needs to be understood that when the end of May comes, that the people get on their lawns and.
Well, I think you established, let me read it so everyone understands. That mayor and council, everyone, from proclaiming May 1st to May 31st, May 31st is no mow May. So you would agree, as soon as June comes, that they would be
I
doing.
think it's in the resolution. Mowing can commence June 1st.
What are you gaining by a whole month not cutting your grass?
So that you want to read it? I'll read it to you. Let me read it to you. Whereas the mayor and council of the Borough of Runnemede approved resolution number 2024, and it would be -41, endorse pollinator-friendly policies. So it's all about pollination.
For the month.
Mayor and council recognize that bees and other pollinators are integral to pollination of plants in order to grow a wide diversity of essential foods, including fruits, nuts, and vegetables. And whereas pollinator populations are threatened due to habitat loss, I don't know this word, is that poisons?
Yes.
Pathogens and parasites, whereas recent research suggests that bees and other pollinators make use of no-mow spaces and key floral resources during early spring. And whereas no-mow May helps bees and other pollinators obtain pollen and nectar, and to use the longer grasses to obtain moisture as morning dew is collected on the longer stems. And whereas during the month of May, mayor and council urge residents to refrain from using pesticides or herbicides on their lawns. So it's only for the month. The point is that code enforcement will not ticket anybody. But it doesn't say they have to let us know, but I think we can give people a month to get there. Okay? Would someone like to make a motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion to adopt no mow May.
Resolution 2441. Will someone second?
I'll second it.
The motion by Ms. Kelly, seconded by Mr. Shapiro. Roll call, please.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mr. Lowenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Shapiro.
Yes.
Mr. Murray.
Yes.
5 minutes. All right, the resolution is adopted. Thank you.
Green Team thanks the borough.
All right, thank you.
And we thank Mayor for promoting this and council for accepting this because it's something new. It's something new that the Green Team is trying, and we'll see how it works.
I think it's a wonderful thing.
That's nice to get to.
See people that don't mow their lawns afterwards.
You're a no on no mow June, correct?
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so we
The
paid the
other
bills. Okay,
The
sorry.
other thing I wanted to mention is
The
put
seminar?
it and leave it, and caucus will be talking about.
Okay. Okay.
This is-
Well, one thing we did do, I
A lot
did,
of stuff, reading stuff.
I know.
so I did do some work on the Green Team website. So we will get access to our website. The question is going to be, it's going to be a separate website, it's going to be incorporated into our website. Ms. Straley was going to help me out, but if she didn't do it yet, I can take care of it, but we're gonna get it, we're gonna get it running. And then these are opportunities for the green team to put all this stuff on the website, as well as all these resolutions, all this stuff, because when you go to do the next round of sustainable, either bronze or silver, it'll all be on the website. I think that's the way to do it.
And
Okay?
then, of course, the environmental seminars.
Yep,
I'd like to have that on our website. Can we get it on the website?
absolutely. Just email it over to Beth and
The first one is February 20th.
and George will get it up immediately. Greg's going on for them.
We can move forward.
Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you. All right, this portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Say no one, that's awesome. Oh, jeez.
You're not that lucky.
Thank
First of
you.
all, thank you for getting that pole down and getting that fence.
That was your volunteers that got
I
the call
know,
down.
I know, we volunteered, we got the guys out to do the electric, guys out and cut the pole, and now the borough just has to.
Yeah, that's $3,900.
And we appreciate that very much.
Sir?
I just have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, he forgot his name and address.
David Terrell, I live at 549 Kirsch Avenue.
Thank you.
You talked about the barn,
Yeah,
you talked about the heat. Is there any reason, who's paying the gas bill there?
taxpayers of the borough.
Okay, why is the RY was issued a gas bill for $188?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Probably because some bill is still in their name. But this is a public meeting, but I got no problem saying it. They didn't pay their bills, and the borough went in
That's
and
the case.
paid the bills
That's
and took it
perfect.
over.
I just want to make sure that's.
So the RY no longer pays
Well,
electric
they
bills
also
or gas
got-
bill.
Also got a water bill.
Well, once again, they have to give stuff to us. We've taken over as much as we can. We could take over more,
Well-
but we don't always know because we don't get a report from the RY.
Right, and you will be very short.
If you could send a report, that would be excellent.
Okay, but there were two bills that were paid at the last meeting.
And we appreciate that, but once again, be careful we don't double bill.
Well, that's my question, okay?
You're not paying and we're paying.
Right, how do we figure out?
What you can do is if you can make copies of these bills, we can run them through our accounts to make sure that they're not
Okay, that's fine.
accounted.
That's what I'm trying to find out, because I don't want to get double billed on something.
No.
You know, it's not fair to the town, it's not fair to the RY. And like I said, you guys have been helpful on all that. So that was my biggest question. And my next question, after your reorganization meeting, are you going to assign a person to be the liaison
To the RY,
to the RY?
it's the,
That's Richie.
Okay. Now, my only question, and they're having a new organization, they're going to have votes on the 3rd of March. Okay, so,
5th of March.
the 5th of March, I'm sorry, the 5th of March, the same time you're having your meeting. But,
It's okay, we don't have to be there for that, that's
okay.
internal.
Well, I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page, because I just want to make sure we have a person that's the liaison is going to be counterproductive and productive, I meant to say, for both sides of the party, okay?
Yeah, no, I think between Mr. Shapiro and our finance department, we can keep an eye on things. So finance takes care of, like I said, a lot of these bills and issues like that. And then Rich can be the person who kind of reports to us. But also, you know, like I said, we're talking to pickleball organizations. We're talking to, I think you met with the softball the other day, and they had a list of things that they wanted too. So we're
Okay, so,
I'm listening.
I mean, we had given you a list of things that needed to be done around the
I
area.
asked Jeremy 2 weeks ago to give me a list. He has not given me a
Who
list.
did?
Jeremy.
Okay, very shortly, you'll have a fields person, okay?
And that's
There'll be
fine.
one person that's going to be in charge of fields, not Jeremy, because he does baseball. Okay? All Jeremy does is going to be in charge of baseball.
Well, that's up to you guys.
And they made that rule, they made that.
That's going to be part of the 5th, okay?
That's
There's
fine.
committees, there's
That's
going to be
fine. I know.
guys, people set up in committees now.
I know.
Not one person that's going to do baseball can't do the whole thing. Can't do the
That's up
fields,
to you.
can't do
That's up to
finance,
our
you know, can't do all that for one person.
You're absolutely right.
What's that?
You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
and the other, and I don't know if you made the mayor and I'm aware that we now have one bank account.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay, one bank account, which covers all the sports. We now have a new website for registration, so you don't have to be someone there to sign up for baseball. It's all done online.
Nice.
Okay, were you aware when opening day is?
No.
We were given a tentative day,
I told her,
at the caucus meeting, we had a tentative day, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine, I got the tentative date. We would appreciate if all our council people.
No, actually, if we could be there, we all like to go if we can.
Okay, you know,
What date?
let me find it here.
Can throw a knuckleball if you want me to.
You throw whatever you want to throw. It's in April.
13.
April 13th. And then the following weekend is going
I
to be
may not be
the,
around on April
the
13th.
following weekend is going to be the baseball volunteers for tournament for the Sylvester Child. That's the following weekend. And on February 24th up at the RY, we're having the cancer fundraiser there, the 23rd to 24th, for the same reason.
Can I add something to your list, if you can make a note? Clean communities. The RY used to always do cleanups and things like that. If you get a sign-up sheet, everybody sign up and submit it to the borough, we'll get funding from Clean Communities. I think it's $250 per cleanup. If Patty was here, she remembers it.
Yeah, it's 250.
250. So, yeah, if you guys could do that and then use it for whatever,
Okay.
and things like that. Do you think the snack stand's gonna be open a lot more this year? You think that's gonna be a,
Yes, we're hoping to have a lot more organization down there, you know. With the new team, I guess it's going to be the new team. Yeah, but we don't, I don't know if the same president's staying.
whatever,
You know,
whatever you guys decide.
There'll be a president, a vice president, there'll be a secretary, recording secretary, a treasurer, assistant treasurer, and then they're going to have trustees, which we don't have right now.
Sounds good.
So that'll all be happening on the 5th of March.
The only thing I'll say is if you guys intend to do any capital improvements, make sure you bring it by us before you do anything. And an example would be, if you want to do an extend a fence or shorten a fence, those are the kind of things that should always be brought to the borough.
Okay, how about like, you know, and you were very helpful last year on getting some dirt, is that be part of something?
Well, those are things where we could work together. There's nothing, like if you said that you're going to go purchase the dirt, one of the arguments we've had is sometimes we don't buy the right dirt. So as long as we're all on the same page, what we're doing, and adding dirt isn't always the right answer
Oh, it's always
too.
not, but right now, the final T-ball field is just a disaster.
Yeah, it needs to be worked on.
That needs some dirt on it, not a whole lot, just enough to get the stones out of the kids' hands.
Yeah.
You know, so instead of when they're playing, they're not playing with rocks. You know, they're only playing with.
No, but I mean, there's where the RY can spend some of their own money. if
Right,
they
no,
want to.
I agree, I'm just asking, you know, and I did ask the chief, we need a new American flag and a couple other different flags. And he gave me his father's number to be able to get us a new American flag
You poor dad.
for opening day. Other than that, I think that's it.
Great. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, seeing no one else, would someone like to make a motion to close the other portion? I'll make that motion. Is there a second? Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Shapiro. All in favor?
Aye.
Other portion is closed. Is there anything else? Someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Someone like to second it?
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Murray. We adjourned at 7:50. Thank you.